Hey there, Leo. Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie, and this is your February 2023 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember that this is a general reading and that time is fluid, so please apply what resonates and suspend the rest. This reading can be applied to relationships, career, and personal growth, as well as to the sign of Leo, wherever it presents in your birth chart. If you would like a personal reading with me, please see the information in the description box below or send me an email at ladyoftheunknown555@gmail.com. And with that, Leo, let's get started. So during your pre-shuffle, the words that kept coming up was breathing the life into this. Now, I'm not sure if there is something that you have really been putting out your thoughts, just putting out into the universe, putting your thoughts out in your prayers, just keeping it in the forefront of your mind. But there is something that has been weighing not just heavily on your mind, but on your heart. There's something you have known your connection to this opportunity or this potential, whether it's in the form of a connection to someone or an opportunity or a major life decision. This is something you feel just inextricably bound to, something that you can't even put into words. It's just something that you know has your name on it, and you've been doing your due diligence to either position yourself to receive it or just actively working towards it, or both. Ace of Pentacles as the overall energy. That is what this is. You're breathing life into this. This is an opportunity. This is a commitment of some kind. This is the seed that you plant that with nurturing and sunshine and time can develop into completion, a legacy for some of you. This could be indicative of wealth or the beginning of the healthiest you've ever been. Whatever this is for you, this resource, this, energy, this purpose that you've applied yourself to, understand that you are absolutely on the right track. And if you have been wondering whether or not this will be entering your life, it will be. This is meant for you. And underneath that, you have the Three of Pentacles. So for some, where this is just about some kind of solid partnership, whether it's in a romantic sense or in a career sense, or you just entering a field where you are trained to become a professional. All of this is tied. You've been applying yourself diligently, Leo, and it's showing. It really is showing. Now, where you currently are is the Ace of Swords. So an idea that you've recently had or a moment of clarity, this could indicate communication that you've received from someone. Just know that this is your current state. So if this is not exactly where you are the moment you are watching this reading, this could very well be the next energy you receive. Okay, so some kind of clarity of mind, an idea, a form of communication. But this is about anything you were uncertain about becomes very clear. The block is the Empress, so you could be connecting with a Libra. With the Empress being in the block position, this is about something you feel like has the potential to expand but has not expanded yet. I want you to know, Leo, that this is about to change. This is about to change. With the Ace of Pentacles being the overall energy, and that those words crossing my mind during the pre-shuffle, it's uncanny. So any doubts you've had about whether or not this is for you, whether or not it will grow, whether or not this can be conceived, or if it is conceived, whether or not it will expand, it will. There was something in the way, and it had nothing to do with you. You've been showing up to your post. You've been doing exactly what you need to do. There have been things outside of your environment, outside of your control, that play a role sort of behind the scenes that had to be in order for this to be properly executed. The best case scenario here is the Six of Pentacles. So if you've been waiting to receive some kind of acceptance to something, a job offer, perhaps acceptance into a school of your choice, the profession of your choice, if you've been waiting for a loan, okay, the best case scenario here is that you will be receiving acceptance, this loan, whatever this support is, you will be receiving it. That is the best case scenario, okay? Provided that you continue to move forward in the way that you have been, because you are exactly on track. Now, the reason this is all happening is the Five of Wands. So there was some kind of competition, competing energies, competing people. For some, this is really just about you trying to stand out amongst the crowd, Leo. You've been showing up, doing your best, trying to show why you are more prepared for this blessing than the others who are fighting for the same one. Okay, for some, this is about dating, right? This is about getting back into the dating scene, perhaps just opening yourself up to the company that you're currently keeping. And it's just about, being resistant to the attempts of throwing you off of your stability, right? Competing energies. This could even be just the internal turmoil, sort of the self-doubt, almost like in an Eight of Swords kind of way. This can be coming from within, all of these competing desires, you wanting to be in different directions or wanting multiple things at the same time, and you can't double book yourself, triple book yourself. You want it all, and you can have it all, just not at the same time, right? So with the Five of Wands here, this is about some kind of competition, but generally just you trying to stand out. That is something important in this process, is standing out. And I feel with the Six of Pentacles on the track that you're currently on, even though it feels like things are at a standstill, things are about to start moving again. In the recent past, we had the Ten of Swords. So we have the 10 progressing now into an Ace. So Leo, whatever happened recently, it was a painful experience, whatever it was. It was filled with heartache, disbelief, wishing that you had done things differently. There was maybe some travel involved. But in general, with the Ten of Swords, it's something that has now been released. So you are now moving into a new cycle where everything that you were feeling responsible for, or you felt was the only thing that you could do for a situation, or like you were limited, right? Like your options were limited. That is no longer an issue here. You're moving into a space now where, as if the clouds have parted, you're going to realize, oh, I understand now. I understand why this had to happen, or I understand what is happening next, and I accept it and I embrace it. Coming into the near future, we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is about planting the seed, right? This is about having an opportunity to develop a skill, or to study, to apply yourself to something that will allow you to become better at something, or to nurture an opportunity, nurture the potential of something. For some, it's about nurturing a someone. And this is about you operating from a position of nurturing and growth and feeding something. You are the channel through which this growth and this creation is coming into the world, right? So again, if this is career, if this is you waiting for a job, if this is you waiting to hear back from school, if this is about, did everything I do previously pay off? I'm exhausted, I'm tired. The answer is yes. While things may not seem to be working and expanding right now in front of your eyes, please know, Leo, that you have done everything you needed to do in order to bring this cycle not only to a completion, but also into a completion that favors you. You have stood out, because coming in, there will be an opportunity to expand upon whatever this growth and this opportunity was for you. You will be able to now grow into this position. You could also be connecting with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? Now, how you see yourself is the Seven of Wands, and that's exactly what we were getting here with the Five of Wands, right? The Five of Wands is about standing out. The Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. And you see yourself as somebody who will do everything needed, everything possible, to ensure that you are not only putting your best foot forward and doing everything within your power that can be done, but you are also making sure that any kind of missteps or any kind of potential sort of like oopsies, just unexpected mistakes. You're planning for any and all possibilities. You've got contingency plan on top of contingency plan on top of plan B, plan C, plan D, all the way through Z. Like, you are making sure that you are secure in whatever this next step is. You are not allowing anyone to rob you of what you have diligently applied yourself to, and you are not letting up. And I want you to understand that this is your confirmation, Leo. If you have been asking yourself whether or not everything you've been doing makes any kind of difference at all, I want you to understand, coming through in this reading as the Seven of Wands is acknowledging that not only have you built a strong foundation, and not only have you been recognized as somebody who stands above and stands out from a crowd, you are also defending right now something that perhaps other people, other elements, other circumstances are threatening to dismantle you from, but you are actually standing in your power, and you are saying, absolutely not today, not ever. That's not happening. So you are being shown in a position of power, determination, perseverance. Okay. Now, what is in your environment that you may not see, or that the universe will be bringing to you, is the Knight of Cups. So you might be connecting with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. What I'm getting from this for you, Leo, is while this may be a person, this to me is reading much more of an energy that you are going to be traveling now through this next phase in a way that is very fulfilling. This is going to be, you're going to fall in love again, is what I'm getting. You're going to fall in love again with whatever it is you do. If this is someone you've been connecting with for a while, this is like a renewal of love. It's just, it feels like something is going to draw your heart out. It's going to draw your affections out. It's something that is going to make you light on your feet. It's a journey that is going to reinvigorate your senses. Now, something that you are afraid of is the Queen of Swords. You could be connecting with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But if this is a person you're connecting with, you are fearing that there will be distance instead of closeness. That something about this process is going to drive someone to be colder, or drive someone to alienate the situation. Perhaps even tempt somebody to decide that this is no longer a situation that they want to be involved in, because the Queen of Swords is she's a very icy queen. She doesn't mean to be, okay? The Queen of Swords still has a heart, but she moves the way she does because she's been through a lot. She's been hurt. She knows how this works, and she also knows where her boundaries are. Okay, so it's not that she lacks compassion. On the contrary, sometimes she does things out of compassion. So if you are afraid that someone that you're connecting with may act sort of in alignment with something they anticipate is going to be a negative, okay, I am getting the feeling here that while that might be a thought that they're playing with, it's not something they're going to actually do, because the energies at work indicate that this is not just, you are the main person when it comes down to this particular opportunity, but there is more than enough room to share in what this experience will be, if that makes sense. There is no need for anyone to be alienated from this process. The Ace of Pentacles is unlimited. The potential is unlimited. It knows no bounds. So I don't think ultimately, even if you're connecting with someone who may want to duck out, I don't think that they would completely, just because it would become very clear very soon that there is more than enough success, more than enough time, more than enough energy than that person is perceiving. There's more than enough to go around. It just has to be planned. The Page of Pentacles is a planner. It just has to be organized, planned, scheduled appropriately. That's all. Now, in the most likely outcome, we have the Ten of Cups. So more than enough to go around, right? More than enough to go around. This is about complete fulfillment. And I just want you to take notice, Leo, that you're coming from a space where you went from the Ten of Swords, the ending and the release of some kind of really difficult, painful cycle. and you will be finishing off this energy in February, or since time is fluid, right? This could come sooner or maybe a little bit later. But as you move through this, you're going to find yourself in a space where you are abundantly happy, including anyone else who is in the situation, abundantly happy. For those of you where you've been trying to conceive, that is absolutely in the cards. That is quite literally in the cards. I am seeing not only conception, but I am seeing another person in the family. For others of you where this is career, this is your profession that you're working on, this is all panning out. Something you thought maybe was just coming too slowly into your life, or just maybe someone else would win, right? They would beat you out of the competition even. That's not happening. Even if, let's just say, even if what you were aspiring to achieve is not what this Ace of Pentacles is, it's something that when welcomed and nurtured will actually turn out to be the thing that you didn't realize you were willing to fight the hardest for. Leo, please, Leo. You might be connecting with a Pisces as well. I felt that just now. Wanting to say Pisces. You might be connecting with a Pisces, Leo. Or have that placement very strong in your chart. Leo, please, Leo. Let's go ahead and clarify. Underneath, we have the King of Wands. So you could be connecting with a Leo, an Aries, or a Sag, but this is you standing in your energy, Leo. This is you, man, just really getting it. Just really getting it. You know, this is you in boss energy. You might have a business of your own, or whatever position you're in, you take on a very important role, a managerial role, or some kind of leadership role. What you do is integral to the team. It's integral to the business. You are very skilled. You are very enthusiastic, charismatic. You have energy for days, but you're not irresponsible with it. It's almost impossible for you to burn out. You just are somehow able to get so many things done and well, right? And this is you. This is confirmation that you are absolutely standing in your element, in your power. Now, with the Ace of Swords, we have clarifying it, the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpionic energy. That feeling I got about the Pisces. With the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords, I'm getting that this is communication you'll be receiving from somebody, okay? Either communication directly from them, or it's going to be some kind of communication you receive, like an email or a phone call, or just a realization. Something is going to clarify this person, who they are to you. Perhaps it's you reflecting on something that they said to you. It's like something about this person, what they said or who they are. It's going to clarify. It's going to clarify some very important information that you will be able to not only apply, but it's going to bring you at peace to this situation. For some of you, this is a father figure as well. So keep that in mind. Now, the Empress as the block is being clarified as the world. So for some, you thought that there was absolutely no way, right? A complete lack of closure. You thought that there was just no way this was going to happen. This prosperousness, this expansion, this fertility, this opportunity, the bounty. You thought that this was not really possible. And this can also, of course, be self-love, self-care, right? Loving yourself. This is Venus, right? But with the world, you thought that maybe as the block, this was something that you would never see, that this was something that had reached its peak long ago and you've missed the opportunity. This would just never happen, right? The shop is closed. It's not. It's only the beginning. You are actually moving. You're moving along exactly where you were supposed to be in order to be positioned for this. With the Six of Pentacles being the best case scenario, we have clarifying it, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so if this is some kind of job opportunity, a school opportunity to be trained, to learn something, a loan, a student loan, or a scholarship, or for some, again, a child, right? This is something you will be given this. This is, I'm getting adoption for some of you. But in whatever respect this has been, health, money, time, right? Time is finite, but there is something here. It's like as if something is cleared off your schedule and now you're given more time than you thought. And it allows you to step into the space of doing things differently, learning how to be different, learning how to approach something differently, learning a new skill. The Page of Pentacles is the student. So it's them taking this pentacle, learning as much as they can about it and planting it, taking care of it and nourishing it with their whole heart, with their whole being. There's something so incredibly there's something so incredibly profound about what this means to you, what this means for you, Leo. And you will be receiving it very soon. This is all happening because of the Five of Wands being clarified by the Ace of Wands. You stood out. The Five of Wands with the Ace of Wands makes the Six, which indicates victory. You were the one. This is not coincidence. There was no mistake. This was, I would dare to say, even, for as much as this might feel like a miracle, because in your mind you had already written this off as even being a possibility. It was meant to fall into your life. It was meant to be a part of your life. You were supposed to have gone through the things you did, and the trials and the tribulations and the fighting for it. You were supposed to. There's a level of gratitude now that is going to allow you. It's almost as if gratitude was the ingredient, right? Like for this Ace of Pentacles to really flourish, there had to be a level of gratitude. There had to be a level of, I worked so hard, you will not be able to pry this out of my hands, because this next chapter may be very challenging for you. It'll be a labor of love. It'll be beautiful. It'll be everything you ever wanted, right? But that doesn't mean that it will be easy. But the fight to get to this point, it's as if it's restoring a level of gratitude within you that is going to fuel you through the more difficult times of whatever this is. With the Ten of Swords being what happened in the recent past, we had justice. For some, again, this is a Leo, right? That could indicate whoever this is. This could also indicate legalities. So this could be a judge, a lawyer, attorney, someone. For some, this is about some kind of contract or legal event that happened recently, and a decision was made. Something was cut out. The scales were rebalanced, so to speak. This may also be you, Leo, where you had to exclude certain elements, certain people, certain decisions from your life. But ultimately, it was like something no longer fit. Something no longer fit. Something in your life, something in the scenario did not fit anymore. And action had to be taken to ensure that this person, this situation, this element was no longer playing as important a role or as big a role as it was previously. Because whatever this is, it weighed heavily on your mind for quite a while, and it was the source of pain. And you're happy you transitioned away from it. Up until recently, you had been having a really tough time digesting the information and feeling comfortable with it. And now you're in a state where you feel released from this, whatever this is. You feel released from this. And that is why you are in a space now where you are able to heal, you are able to connect with healing energies, take care of yourself, and where you think that this may not have been possible, it absolutely is possible. And you're going to find it in this next cycle, this next chapter, this next event. Coming in with the Page of Pentacles, we have, clarifying it, the King of Swords. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, very strong here, Leo. And this is telling me, for some, this is about you just straight up going to law school, right? Maybe you had gotten rejected previously. Now you're moving right into it, right? You thought that possibility was not going to happen, and yet here you are. You are literally going to be accepted in. For some of you, right, this is just about getting to know someone from the ground up, getting to know someone who may otherwise feel kind of detached, right? There's something that you've seen or something that you know about an individual that makes you feel confident that they have a lot more depth to them than you originally thought. But this is somebody who, there is more to them. They may come off as somebody very guarded or somebody kind of cold and lacking expression, but deep down inside, they are the eternal student. They're curious. They're curious about things. They're not reckless about it. They actually have the potential to go the distance. It's just a matter of learning how to adequately connect or learning how to let their own guard down. There's something about their own nature that they have to learn a little bit more about, so that way they can overcome this block or overcome the limitations that people have of them being icy. This could also be you, right, Leo? If you feel like you are sort of coming off in this inexpressive way that might be a little bit strict, you're just sticking to business. You're just doing what you need to do, and you are being called very soon to expand that way of being, because now, in order for you to receive this blessing that's coming to you, you have to, there's a different set of skills you need to learn. Excuse me, there's a different set of skills you need to learn. There is a learning curve. But it's not something that lacks dedication. On the contrary, it is requiring you to be quite dedicated to this. But understand that this person is also very honest, very straightforward, and a very clear, strong communicator. So whoever this is to you, or whatever this energy represents for you, this is about moving into a space of knowing objectively how things need to work, scheduling things out, organizing things in your life, telling people like it is. This is about making sure all the big parts of your life know where they stand, and making sure everything just is in its proper place. Okay? You see yourself as the Seven of Wands with the Devil, so you could be connecting with a Capricorn. Okay? But this is about you basically defending your turf, defending everything you worked hard for from unhealthy attachments. This includes people, this includes thought processes, this includes behavioral systems that you have in place, right? The habits. So this is about you completely dismantling everything unhealthy in your life to ensure that as you move forward, you are definitely operating from a clean slate. With the Knight of Cups being in your environment and what the universe is sending you, you have clarifying it, the Empress. So whatever has been the block, it wasn't a missed opportunity, Leo. You definitely have this coming in. So if you feel like you missed an opportunity with someone, right? I'm getting for some, this is really about you coming off of a painful situation from the past that affected you just within your core. You felt like maybe you couldn't love yourself, or like you were missing out on the love from a mother figure or from somebody who just had a lot of nurturing potential with you. You guys had a strong connection. It was a strong relationship, romantic or otherwise. And something here just, there was a lack of closure. Something just did not meet the conclusion you thought it would. It's coming back around. For some, this is somebody who needed time away, or someone who took time away. This could indicate distance and travel. And somebody now finally, you don't even realize it, is coming back because they could not stand to be away. Right? The love was too strong. All they can think about is you and what they can have with you, what you guys can have together. For others, this is about you endeavoring to love yourself again, finally. After everything has come to pass, you will be in a space, even more so, in a space of healing and self-love. You are going to have that faith in yourself, that everything that you stand for is actually going to show, is going to you'll be able to reap it. You'll be able to see the fruit of your labor and enjoy the fruit of your labor. Now, the Queen of Swords as your fear is being clarified as the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like you're afraid maybe that this opportunity will make you cold. This opportunity will make you inexpressive, or it'll drive you to cut something out, right? That it might drive you to be alone and separate yourself from people. I'm not seeing that. Now, here's the thing, Leo, like you might feel like this next stage is going to be very isolating. It will be to an extent, right? But the Page of Pentacles shows that this person, this situation has scheduling involved, that is just the word. It keeps coming up for me, Leo. It doesn't have the Page of Pentacles. Not every single time is going to be someone who's just got their planner out, just scheduling hour by hour, minute by minute, right? But this is the energy that I'm getting because I'm feeling like this is timing and how to fit everything in. I feel like that is important for you, the timing of things. With the Page of Pentacles, this is showing that with enough understanding of the situation, enough understanding of self, enough understanding of all the moving parts, You can put everything in its place and organize the situation. So while you might feel like this is going to be an isolating situation, it's not about you not being able to have everything. It's that you just can't have everything at the same time. And I think that goes for most people, if not all people, and their goals. You can have everything on your wish list in life. You can have it all, but you just can't have it at the same exact time. To really get from point A to point B, you have to focus. And it is very difficult, if not impossible, to put 100% focus on multiple things at the same time, right? So to not burn yourself out, you are going to understand that certain strategies need to be implemented. And this may include some kind of isolation, and you're afraid that for as big of a blessing as this is, it's going to pull you away from self-love, or pull you away from company, pull you away from a connection or connections or elements in your life that you really love. Give it time, Leo, because it's just about the learning curve. This is a process. It might feel isolating at first, but you're going to recognize where you can sort of fit things in and fit people in. It's doable. Now, with the Ten of Cups being the most likely outcome, we have clarifying it, the Six of Swords. So transitions, moving on away from something. If there's travel involved, this is indicating that it's going to be a very positive experience. It's going to end well. So if you were asking yourself, Leo, whether or not this decision to travel would be a good one, I do believe it will be, because this is sort of the missing piece. If you're asking yourself whether the person you love is going to follow you, I am getting yes, that they will be following you. They love you too much, and what you guys have together they share too much of the vision with you to not feel like it's possible. And this also goes for yourself. If you are asking yourself whether you will still love yourself when you make this decision, because sometimes we get afraid sometimes of making big decisions because we wonder if later down the line we'll look back at it and wonder if we could have chosen differently. And if we could have, we can really erode the relationship we have with ourselves. Making bad decisions, making poor decisions, we can look back at our past self and be like, man, self, the heck did you do, man? Just what did you do? And you can really harm the relationship you have with yourself when you look at the past mistakes you've made with that perspective, through that lens. It becomes very painful. And so I think there's that sense of, if I choose this, will it be okay? Will I be okay with the decision? Will I be too isolated? Will I lose everything? I'm not seeing that. I feel like the people that you are rejecting from your environment are really the ones you need to be rejecting, Leo. They are, let's put it this way, the friends that fall off, friends in quotation marks, right? The friends and the company that fall off the bandwagon as you move along and make sure that you are tending to yourself and to your business, those are the people who are not planning on sticking around in the first place, right? The people, I'm seeing one person in particular, but the people who do stick by you through this process are people who are just as invested in this opportunity as you are. Leo, please. Let's get some guidance for Leo. Stand your ground. Man, how many times have we said that this reading? Stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. I cannot even tell you, Leo, I'm getting chills right now. This is legit. This is your energy. This is you're breathing life into this opportunity. This is a gift to you from Spirit. This is yours. This has your name on it. I don't even know what more to say. I feel like we've said everything. I feel like deeply, Leo, I think this was meant to be a confirmatory reading for you. Letting you know that yes, Absolutely. Everything you are working towards is coming back to you. Yes, everything that happened just now previously that's come to an end has come to an end in your favor. If for you the past and what's coming in are sort of a combination, it's still the same situation but just different periods of it, you are going to come out in a in a in the you're going to have the upper hand, right? You're going to come up on a higher level than whoever is involved in the situation. You're going to be standing your ground. You're going to be on higher ground. Speaking the truth, speaking from your heart, speaking on the facts, and doing what you need to do in order to secure your future. So yes, Leo, everything you're doing right now, continue to push forward. Continue to fight for what you've been fighting for. I am seeing here that you will be given that balance. You will be given all the support that you need and the opportunity to really grow into this opportunity, to grow into this new version of yourself, to grow into this blessing that's been given to you. You met it in the middle, and that is why you are in a space where you are going to be receiving this very soon. And with that, Leo, I am going to leave you. I love you so much. Thank you so, so much from the bottom of my heart. I am so grateful for you allowing me to connect with you in this reading. I hope that you found it clarifying and helpful. If you did, by all means, leave a comment below. I would love to hear back from you. If you find that you would like a little bit more information, you would like a personal reading with me, please see the information in the description box below, and you can reach out to me at ladyoftheunknown555@gmail.com, and we can get you squared away with a personal reading. But if not, I will see you in the next reading, and I'm sending you all of my love. Thank you so much for being here, and until next time, I am sending you my entire heart. I'll see you later, Leo.